Hello, welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. First of all, it appears that a couple of British teens may have filmed a suspected big cat feasting on a downed sheep. Let's take a look at the video.
I can't tell what it is. Any noise.
So, very interesting. A pair of teenagers in England could not believe their eyes when they spotted a suspected big cat munching on a downed sheep. According to a local media report, the remarkable sighting occurred late last month as the two friends, Josh and Ben, were returning home from a camping trip in an area of the British Highlands known as the Peak District. While walking past a field, the pair were stunned to see a rather sizable creature off in the distance. We were both confused when we first saw it, Josh recalled. We stood staring at it and questioning what it could be for around 5 minutes before I decided to start recording in order to get a better look at the mysterious beast. The two teens attempted to draw the animal's attention to them, but that proved futile in identifying what the creature could have been, though the duo have a theory. We honestly had no idea what it could be if not a big cat, Josh observed. Knowing that it was in a field of sheep with no different animals around, it appeared to have a long black tail, so it definitely wasn't a sheep. That said, they suspect that at least one unlucky livestock was in the vicinity, as the pair heard a distinct crunching sound coming from the creature, which they believe was a suspected feline feeding on something like a dead animal, most likely a sheep. Ironically, Josh recalled, the pair had previously talked about the possibility of encountering a big cat during their camping trip, and so they found the sighting to be rather eerie, as the creature casually feasted in the field. The pair eventually departed after about 10 minutes, as the animal largely remained in the spot where they saw it, seemingly unbothered about having an audience. The rest of their walk home saw the two teens debate what exactly they had witnessed, with Josh marveling that if it wasn't some kind of out-of-place big cat, then what the hell is it? Ultimately, the young man expressed relief that he had actually captured the strange sighting on film, since nobody would believe me if I told them I had seen a panther in the Peak District. So, was it a panther? That's a good question. I really have no idea, to be quite honest. But it's interesting nonetheless. And maybe somebody could do a follow-up in the future on it, perhaps. Who knows?
Have many conservative values that I will talk to you about.
And here we have a Bigfoot story. Dogs alert a couple to reported Bigfoot southeast Twin Falls. An agency that tracks incidents of reported Bigfoot sightings in the United States has published details of a recent case where at least one witness believes that she saw a Sasquatch near a reservoir southeast of Twin Falls, Idaho, and over the Utah border. The Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization has just released a report on a sighting that occurred less than 2 weeks ago in northern Utah, just 265 260 miles from Twin Falls. BFRO has investigated and archived sightings in the country for decades. And this most recent case is the closest to Twin Falls County in years. The report, number 74972, was filed by a woman staying in a lodge near Strawberry Reservoir along Highway 40. There have been multiple sightings in the state of Utah in the past couple of weeks. A video was released to YouTube on September 26, 2022 that appears to show a large bipedal figure walking through some trees in an undisclosed area of the state. The video appears to be a separate incident from the report issued to the BFRO.
What's going on, guys? Bigfoot Authority finally back. Made the move to Florida from Alabama. Finally got settled in and ready to make some more videos. This one's a Bigfoot video from Utah, and this comes from the channel Bigfoot Testimony. If you guys hadn't checked out his channel, you need to go check it out. He uploads several videos. I'm not even sure where he gets some of these videos at. I can't find them on YouTube, so he's very good at researching and finding videos. But I'm going to start playing the video and you guys can watch it and see what's going on. I've added an arrow here. Start looking in the direction of that arrow and you can see when the Bigfoot moves. That part's a little hard to see. This part coming up's a lot better. Alright, you can see the Bigfoot in the picture now. The size looks good. Color looks good. Alright guys, let me know what you think. As far as me, I'm going to give it a 60% chance of being a real Bigfoot. It looks pretty good. I would like to have seen the face. I would like to have seen the bottom part of the body. So I'm going to rate it as about 60% possibility. Thanks guys. Make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.
Well, I don't know what to think of the video. It's very interesting, but it could be something else. You never know. It could be a guy in a suit. Annual Summit Lodge is located within close proximity to where the witness says the figure was walking before it disappeared behind a structure. Dogs reportedly alerted the couple to the presence of the unidentified figure at approximately 1:30 a.m. Visibility was low, but the moon did provide enough light to make out the anomaly, according to the report. The incident was investigated and logged by a senior BFRO reporter. And that's the report. So we have an interesting report, and we also have a video. But the video is separate from the report. So who knows? The video has nothing to do with the report, but they decided to throw it in there anyway, I guess. No idea why, but they decided to throw a video in there. A new video. And the video is interesting, but to me, inconclusive. I'm just being honest. I think it's inconclusive myself, but that's just me. I mean, it looks good. I agree with the guy in the video. The video looks good. But who knows? I mean, what it could be. Is the Bigfoot? Is the Sasquatch? I have no. You got, your guess is as good as mine. But, I have an old adage. What could be also could not be. So, we have to be careful when we call something a Bigfoot. We say it's a possible Bigfoot. Because unless you were there to actually witness this, you can't say for sure whether it was Bigfoot or not. Still, it's rather interesting. Finally, I want to recommend Laura Crance's new book, The Search for Sasquatch. Even though it's written for the younger set, I think there's a lot for adults to enjoy in the book as well. It's richly illustrated, not with any photographs or anything like that, but still, the illustrator did a good job on it. And it's really well written, so I do highly recommend it. I do recommend you read it at least once. Even if all adults or most adults are not the target audience for the book, like I say, I think there's a lot to enjoy about the book. So, and I've also started reading Lyle Blackburn's new book, Texas Bigfoot, which is really good so far. So, that's another book I highly recommend, even though I haven't finished it yet. And that's good to do it for this week. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. I'll continue to do this as long as you guys want me to. And hey, until next week, y'all be good or be good at it. This is May-HBM Crypto Corner.